Market is looking pretty stable this Friday morning. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I hope every one of you is having a fantastic week, a fantastic morning. We're talking XRP and XDC, SBI Holdings. Man, I am now under the assumption that they absolutely love crypto. We have two stories that we're going to be talking about in this one, focused on SBI working with UAE's Trade Finex. We know a lot about that. And SBI Remit debuting a new money transfer service in Japan, and it will make use of XRP. And then we're going to talk about this too. SEC approves major ETFs. So we have an Ethereum futures ETF that will be launching Monday. That would explain why the market is a bit more optimistic. We had a small pump. We ticked up to 27,000 this morning when I was looking at the charts. But overall, guys, that's what we're going to be focusing on. Again, welcome if you're new here. We cover crypto news on a clear, consistent basis, okay? And right now we're discussing Ripple partner SBI Remit debuts international money transfer services with Shonan Shinkin Bank. This is a very reputable bank in Japan. They've been around for nearly 100 years, guys. And let's dive in. So, on Thursday, SBI Remit's parent company, SBI Group, announced that the company has partnered with Japan's Shonan Shinkin Bank for an international remittance service. Something else that's unique about this particular Shinkin is that they're a credit union that focuses on financial activity for foreign workers. So let's just say you go over to Japan for a teaching gig. And while you're there, you're looking for a bank to set up with. So that way, if you do receive payment in USD, you can transfer it over to their currency, so forth and so on. So that would make sense why Ripple chose to work with them, because international payments, that's exactly what they need. They reiterate this right here. They say Shonan Shinkin Bank operates Shonan Credit Safe, a 99-year-old credit union that allows foreign workers residing in Japan to receive and transfer payments to relatives back home. The union also services corporations, providing deposits and loan services. So that's big. Now, something else that's major. We talked about it. Will this use XRP? New remittance service to use Ripple's technology. The new partnership between SBI Remit and Shonan Shinkin Bank will incorporate the latest financial technologies, such as Ripple's distributed ledger technology. SBI Group stated in the announcement, leveraging the solution allows new partners to provide highly convenient, low-cost, fast payment remittance services to foreign nationals in Japan. And I got one more for you. So I went to the official press release from SBI Group themselves, and as you can see here, Shonan Shinkin Bank starts collaboration with SBI Remit's international remittance services. And in their own words, our mission is to provide highly convenient financial services centered on home remittances to foreign residents, and by actively incorporating the latest financial technology such as Ripple's distributed ledger technology. We are working every day to improve customer convenience through our low cost and fast receiving remittance services. At Shonan Shinkin Bank, we collaborate with national and local governments, industry, and academia organizations to solve various problems faced by small and medium-sized enterprises, including labor shortages, and provide solutions such as international remittances. Shonan Shinkin Bank will introduce our highly convenient international remittance services to attract foreign human resource working at local companies. We decided to form this partnership because it will support improved convenience and enable us to develop new sales channels. Yeah, the relationship with Ripple and SBI goes back many, many years. Many, many years. What I love, though, is SBI's work with crypto in general. This focuses on international remittance, cross-border transfers. But the SBI Group is also dipping their hands in the world of trade finance, and they're picking the number one trade finance asset to do it, the XDC network. Now, SBI works with UAE's Trade Finex to set up joint crypto venture in Japan. SBI Holdings will work with the UAE firm Trade Finex on a Japanese joint venture aimed at boosting adoption of its enterprise blockchain platform running on the XDC network. Now, the details that Cointelegraph pulled from this deal really has me excited, okay? Really has me excited because it's not just going to be the TradeFinex platform that's going to get endorsed here. So let's dig in. UAE-based TradeFinex operates its own decentralized platform operating on the XDC network for trade finance originators to connect a variety of banks and lending institutions aimed at enterprise use cases. TradeFinex is primarily focused on providing blockchain-based trade finance products, including invoicing, letters of credit, purchase order finance, and supply chain finance. Now, TradeFinex has been involved with collaborations with the World Trade Organization, International Chamber of Commerce, and various government agencies to explore blockchain as a means to overhaul the speed, transparency, cost, and traceability of trade finance. So this is exciting to see, especially when you know that on September 20th, the Electronic Trade Documents Bill became law. And ever since, we've been seeing these types of stories. And the price hasn't moved yet, but with the rest of the market being alleviated a little bit with the Ethereum news, I think XDC can move to the upside just a little bit with this when this news really starts to circulate. Now, at the time of publication, a number of participants were using TradeFinex, including Singapore's Monetary Authority, regulated Validus, Inigio, which we talked about yesterday, Ramco, the International Trade and Trading Association, and the WOA. The goal, and this was the part I was talking about here, the goal of the joint venture to localize XDC network information and documentation in Japan, proliferate XDC tokens to local cryptocurrency exchanges, and deploy trade finance solutions across the Asia Pacific region. So this is the beginning of something huge for the XDC network. And notice here again, the goal of the joint venture to localize XDC network information and documentation. Yesterday, when we were talking about XDC and the different aspects of trade finance and the products that are being created to address those different aspects, localizing XDC's information and their documentation means that they want to make the XDC network open source in a sense, because XDC is a hybrid network. It can be both public and private, permissioned or permissionless, whichever term you want to use. They essentially mean the same thing. But when it comes to dealing with trade finance, their XDC trade network, this is very crucial, the position that Japan wants to put them in by localizing their information and their documents, because that means that companies can just go straight to the XDC network and pull whatever documents that they need. So what you'll see is as XDC starts bringing in these documents, as they start digitizing documents and storing them on the network, other companies can then just go and pull, let's say, templates from the XDC network. That is going to make this chain so valuable, so freaking valuable, because it then becomes a one-stop shop of sorts, right? Where you can just go, you can log in from wherever you at. You need a document, you need a bill of lading, you need this, you need that, and you need it to be digitized and compliant under law. XDC has it all there for you, right? So with them getting this seat in Japan, working with the SBI group, this is going to be major. Now, just to finish this out, the launch of the joint venture comes after recent reports from Japan that its government intends to permit startups to raise funds through the issuance of cryptocurrency tokens instead of conventional stock listings. If they continue with that energy, that is going to change how money comes into this market. All right. And you can also think of it this way too. They want to put XDC everywhere, as they said, to proliferate XDC tokens to local crypto exchanges and deploy trade finance solutions across the Asian Pacific. That means that they really want XDC out there. So you have to think about all the other tokens that are on XDC. All right. As a matter of fact, Globiance, they just released Globiance Pay. I was watching Lyft Capital last night. Let me know if you guys heard about Lyft. But he covered a story about Globiance and their new Globiance Pay. They have a strong setup in Japan. This Globiance Pay is getting ready to launch, and it's going to give you shares, right? I'm going to dig more deep into it this weekend. We'll probably have some content about it next week. But I'm telling you, man, ever since Japan decided to bring back in foreign issue stable coins, I knew the tide was turning. Okay, so this is big. This is massive. I like it. I hope you like it, man. And of course, I hope the price action is liking it too. But let's close out, guys. Just land the plane. SEC approves a major ETF. Let's talk about the Valkyrie futures. Now, the biggest question that I had when I read this was, how come Ethereum got theirs first? Now, of course, this isn't the spot. This is another futures ETF, but it's something that gives us significance as an industry. It's a traditional financial tool that gives us validity. All right. Makes people take us a bit more serious. Now, Valkyrie Funds LLC, an investment manager, has incorporated Ethereum futures in its existing Bitcoin futures exchange traded fund. This development comes after receiving approval from the US SEC, as announced by the company on Thursday. The transformed entity, now known as Valkyrie Bitcoin and Ether Strategy ETF, is set to debut next Monday, according to Steve McClurg, Valkyrie's chief investment officer. This marks a significant milestone, as it will be the inaugural instance where futures linked to Ethereum, also known as Ether contracts, will be accessible to investors through an exchange-traded fund. Such a move is poised to boost the crypto market substantially. That I agree with. And another point I want to add here is the fact that I'm so sorry, guys. I've been dealing with something this week. You gotta forgive me. But Ethereum is every freaking where. It's everywhere. All right. And I've been in the space long enough now to be comfortable when I say this. You need to be buying Ethereum. Okay. I'm about to drop a spoiler on you. Lead 8 for 2024. One of them assets is Ethereum. There it is. There it is, guys. And again, it's not just because of this story. It's because after 4 years in this space, okay, Ethereum is everywhere. Stablecoins, DeFi, NFTs, video games, applications, IoT, in space. Like, come on, man. Ethereum is the world's computer. All right? And you can go back and look through the catalog. I've never talked about Ethereum this way. I really stayed away from Ethereum because of the whole situation between the SEC and Ethereum, the history behind it, and the fact that they actually stole technology from someone else. But that's a whole different story. Continuing this, though. The SEC's unexpected shift in stance, relinquishing long-held reservations regarding Ether futures ETFs, marks a significant victory for the crypto sector. It reflects the industry's persistent efforts to expand the array of crypto ETFs they can introduce. It's worth noting that several companies have submitted applications to launch spot Bitcoin ETFs. The SEC has not responded to inquiries for comment. So, bringing up the spot ETFs, will this pave the way for that? I am inclined to think so. I would like to believe that that would be the case now. But as we covered yesterday, Gary, this dude, he think he's slick. They really think they smart. They're pushing that back right up against the Bitcoin halving date, so that way they can just rally the market. The market can rally, because something else that I have been thinking about, guys, and we're back over 27,000. This is good. This is decent. Is okay. Yeah, we've been in a bear market, but companies like MicroStrategy have been buying. Coinbase has been buying Bitcoin. BlackRock, we know, has been buying Bitcoin. Several governments have been buying Bitcoin. As a matter of fact, the U.S. ranks in the top 5 when it comes to global Bitcoin holdings by country. Let's see. Then we have the advancements of everything in El Salvador. It's just, my question is, who's been buying this whole time that's about to make a insane amount of profit? You know, because you got to think about it. Our mission is to buy while it's low so we can sell when it's high. But so is everyone else's, and so is the big money. That is another reason why I feel this year specifically, we've stayed above 20,000. I think that next crash, it'll pull us back, but we're not going to go. We won't see 10K ever again. We will not see a 10K Bitcoin ever again, in my personal opinion. We'll get close. That crash is only going to take about $10,000 off the price. And that's just according to the charts that I'm looking at. We can talk more about that in another video. But I'm curious as to who's been buying this whole time and how that's going to come out once this market goes the other way. That's something to be excited about. But that's all I got for you in this one, guys. It's a Friday. We're going to do the second video. It's going to be that Velo joint. Okay, we're finally going to get that out. And then on tomorrow, I did look at the Jasmine Coin project. So look out for that tomorrow. And then Sunday, we're just going to kick it. We're just going to be, I ain't going to post nothing on Sunday. I'm going to see y'all on Monday. And yeah, we're going to keep this thing rolling. So with that, I hope you found value in today's content. I hope you've had a great week thus far. I hope you're having a great morning. And the rest of your day goes absolutely major. All right. With that being said, I want you to have a great day. Have a prosperous day. And always remember, if that money is digital, so is the hustle. I'm Wade Teamer. I'll see you in the next one.